Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome back to Bloons Tower Defence 6, where one of the quests is to beat logs with a certain amount of money, actually to beat Patch's Cheap Chimps challenge, and so $80,000 is the maximum. Let's just see. Now, at least being logs, at least it's an alright track in terms of it's plenty of room to place things and plenty of track length, actually the longest possible, and so I think it's round 6, but I have, a maximum of 80, but I don't start with 80. I still have to beat round 100 though, not ever losing a life, so I think I would definitely start with Sorter. Now, I think especially because I am on Chimps and I haven't played it in a while, something like the Spike Factory will very quickly come on board. It is round 8. These balloons I won't have to worry about. Sorter will slice and dice once they come back around, but I think a Buccaneer would make sense as I already have camo coverage out of Sorter, and then I could get more if I really need it. Of course, another one that does make sense is the Sniper Monkey, so that no pesky little one balloon gets to kill me or anything like that, because it's not even like I can continue anything, and so I guess I will upgrade Grape Shot because that would be very, very nice. I will get Hot Shot for leads, Cannon Ship. I mean, I might as well, because it's not like I'm saving up for any banana farms or anything like that. This is Cold Turkey. I think also I will want, even though I would love faster shooting, I would want Bottom Path at Crow's Nest first. So I guess who else wants to be joining the party? You know what? Maybe even an Ice Monkey nice and early, all the way up to Ice Shards, just to really start cranking through it. You know what? I think the range of it was actually alright, so I would check it. Come on, get it. Oh, it's very expensive. I'm hoping that the Cold Aura, it doesn't really extend to where I want it to. Damn you. Okay, well, let me just get rid of you. Oh, I placed down another one because I was going to do that, but I can't sell them. Oh, I forgot about that. Ugh. Okay, well, you can just, damn. Okay. I completely forgot. You know what, as it is getting towards round 40, I'm just going to be saving up my money to be able to get monkey parts because it is expensive and I should make enough money, but I'm also just running down my overall thing by not being able to sell these guys. Ugh. Monkey parts though, 4,900, so 1,000 to go in 3-ish rounds will be fine. Well, it was literally 10 seconds later. I don't know what came out, but maybe ceramics or something, but there we go. Now having monkey parts will definitely be a lot safer long term. I can take out the mob, I can take out plenty of things, plenty of cannons on board. I just need to be maybe embrittlement, maybe getting rid of you guys. I mean, maybe if you got the Chinook, could you move people? Maybe you could move people, you just can't sell them. Regardless, I don't have either ability, and so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, hello there. Oh, use the wrong ability. Yes, let me just use monkey parts before he gets broken down and basically ends me. But then what to get next is I'm realizing now that my money is definitely going to dwindle in terms of my total cashes. Even to get any tier 5 to be able to beat round 100 will take out a sizable chunk, even to, let's say, get a Spectre. That'll be half of it, let alone also being able to get a Cripple Moab and things like that. I mean, I think together those two might be able to do it, but it would take virtually all my cash remaining. To be honest though, I do believe that I will want a Sniper Monkey. I'll just place him at the back here and then work my way up to main Moab early. There we go. Also more camo, and I guess you can be on strong would make more sense, but once again, that is down to $46,000 now. It's very quickly going to go away, because that's 32 right there. For goodness sake, I certainly would not be able to get my Spectre on top of that. And so, okay, round 100 and even round 88 and round 96, and all of these rounds are looking pretty hard. So I guess now I just have to think about what is going to be the best bang for buck. And honestly, I think the Pirate Lord is definitely up there, coupled with maybe even a submarine, or Moab Domination is 50 grand, oh my goodness, but Glaive Lord 29, I couldn't even afford 2 of those, wow. So I guess in saying that, I'm definitely glad that I got Crow's Nest, so I will be able to see the DDTs, because there's no way I could afford to be getting a village and everything else involved in that as well. Hey, but here we go, Pirate Lord is up, and that would do a boatload more damage. I know how good this guy can be, and if nothing else, it's just a very, very nice ability that I can take advantage of as well. But back up to 1,000, I have $20,000 remaining. I could get embrittlement, that would be nice to have at the start here, and it's not too expensive, but I just definitely have to be rationing my money now. 20,000, I basically have to know what I want to buy and then buy it. I'm just so torn between so many different options. Summon Phoenix is definitely one of them, a Signal Flare and Shattering Shells is definitely one of them, but it's just eating away. I mean, I suspect it's still sitting there, but it's just too expensive. Maybe an aircraft carrier. I just feel as though I want total coverage of the map, so it's not like, oh, they got through because they just were able to get past the start. I'm just trying to think. I mean, it's still 35 rounds away, but I'll very quickly be met with a Zom and DVDs and everything like that, so I can't leave it too long, and I need to know what I want to be buying so I don't just have to shove something down and then it's the wrong thing. And so I'm very quickly coming in on the maximum amount of money I will ever be able to spend, being 20,125 remaining, and I'm now over that. I have 21,000, but I'm still cleaning up balloons, which is nice. Round 77, everything's going smoothly, and that is leading into round 80, which is a good trajectory to be having, but then onwards from there very quickly changes, and I'm still just wondering, do I want to be getting anything? Oh, I mean, I can't get cripple more, but I would love to. For round 100, it can make such a big difference to that bad, but it's off the table now. So what is going to be the major player here? What tower will be the critical role, so to say? Is it attack, for instance? There's so many possible things that it could go down. I just don't know. I just don't know enough, and I'm sure some people are screaming. You know what? I did learn a little bit of a lesson last time, and that is the fact that if you have 2 first strike capabilities, you should be able to, especially if you time it correctly, take everything out all at once. And so if I get it, and I just make sure that I don't completely stuff it up, I should be all right. And that leaves me with $4,000. I believe that embrittlement would make sense. Should I get it there or on this one? Probably this one. Yeah, even though it's second, it has more track coverage. Can I get a Berserker Brew for 1,820? It would be really close, but I don't think so, no, because of the price of the tower itself. Either way, embrittlement it is, and it's basically just sit back and let's just see what I can conjure up for $1,800 over the next 20 rounds. And I would also love to know, is it 1,820 or is it 1,819? Because I don't want to be doing all the maths and adding it up to the dollar, and then it's like, nah, you didn't do it because you spent the exact same amount of money. That would be a complete rip-off. Man, how I wish though I could just sell these ice monkeys. They're such a mistake. They've just eaten in so much to my total possible cost. I would have an extra, what, 5-6 grand up my sleeve. That would have been incredible to have. It would have opened up so many other options, but hey, at least I've got the cash up the top. That's all that matters, right? But my goodness, we're about to be on round 90, which I have the Pirate Lord prepped and ready for these DDTs. They will come flying out, but I just have to make sure that I actually catch them. And I guess I can also play it on slow, even though I will have, plenty of time to catch them all. Look at that. Bye-bye. A simple bucket on top of a massive tree trunk just got rid of you. That is fantastic. Man, Crow's Nest can easily pay itself off in that regard. So there is now only 8 rounds to go. Things are going alright. I have plenty of abilities at my disposal if needed. I want to just get rid of one of you early so I can reload that ability as soon as possible. But I have to be making sure to keep first strike capability and or the Pirate Lord's ability for round 100, which I don't know if I can do because of round 99, but I definitely want first strike capability for round 100. That's all I know. There is a lot going on the screen at the moment, and I just have to make sure that if I am to use the abilities, I use them at the correct time, because I don't want to preemptively use it when it's not necessary. And so at least playing it on slow this whole time, I can just make sure if Sword is needed, I can just use it. Saying now, I would love to use Sword's ability because it's kind of like, oh, they're getting all right, but there's no need, so it will be fine. I just have to keep telling myself it will be fine. Just keep swimming. Making sure that I don't spend too much, because I think it does let me, but that is $440 left. And so, I could get another tack sprayer. Sure, I'll get another one. Where can it fit? It can fit there. I have $160 left. Do I want faster shooting or more tacks? You know what? It'll leave me with $10, and so faster shooting it is. I think from what I have set up, that is the best I can do, because I spent so much money on ice towers that I didn't need because I thought I could sell them and I forgot. So now all it comes down to is using the abilities when I need to be using the abilities. I have DDTs racing through, but I won't use it unless I need to. Here we go. I will suck up a few people and use Sword's ability. Here we go. Get rid of you guys. Come on, camos. There are so many different things on the screen. No, it's sub. Why did you have to go for the one? Why couldn't you have gone for them all? See, that is the problem here. Come on. This is scary. Please take them out. There are so many people getting so far, but yes, okay, the sniper finally kicked back into the DDTs, or that wasn't completely overwhelmed. Oh my goodness. At this rate, I really don't like my chances for being able to beat round 98 and 99. I'm alive still, but it's just constantly on edge because I don't want to use the abilities at the wrong time and then they target the wrong balloon and all those different things. Look, right now I could use the Pirate Lord's ability, but I won't. I will just hold back the temptation to do it because there's so much track left. It's whenever balloons are getting all the way to the bottom of the Sniper Monkey and the Druid, that's when it starts to put me on edge, especially if I don't have any abilities at my disposal. The ever closer we push, I guess I can use the ability nice and early to take that out, and also use probably I'll use the sub's ability to just do a boatload of damage to all those guys while I can, and then I guess now I just have to sit back and wait and see what it has in store for me. Use Sword's ability for ceramics and camos if they ever appear, but it should be okay. The Monkey Pirates is obviously set to first, but also able to clean up anything that comes its way. Do I want to be using Sword's ability right about now? I think I do, and I will, just because, yes, all of those guys were getting a bit too far for my liking. Yes, nice work. Those guys need to get cleaned up. Sword's second ability. Oh, no. no, 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 no. No, I watched them go all the way and I couldn't do it. You suck. Oh, I knew round 98. You were always going to just do me in. That is so unfair. I mean, I would love to continue and not restart, but they just went through. What could possibly have taken them out? Because I used everything at my disposal. Maybe I should have flicked the sniper around for a second just to be able to take them out because there was nothing behind it. It's such a pain. Like I said, I believed that I could have got or beaten around 100, but it didn't let me do it. All right, well, I worked my way back all the way up to around 90 and then 91. I just creamed through, and honestly, I made obviously a few changes. I skipped a bundle of the ice monkeys because I didn't want to waste my time with them, and I made some more, I think, appropriate choices to what I'm up against. So even though I'm a little bit more money in the bank, I think that is all right. I think this is better having the Wall of Fire and the Dragon's Breath, and especially the Boomerang Monkey, and the Alchemist. It's all looking much, much better, and I'm interested to see if this will work or not. And I mean, only time will tell. In 7 rounds time, we shall see, is it any better? Or I guess 5 rounds time. The main difference for me is the fact that I haven't felt continuously pressed to be using my abilities. Honestly, I've barely used them. I used them once or twice to speed through a couple of rounds, like round 80 and round 50 and round 40, but otherwise I haven't had to use them, and I feel as though that is definitely a good sign that I'm not just already at the tipping point around 90. Around 98 may be the tipping point, but hopefully I don't fall over. Look, of course, some of the things like these guys cannot be seen, so I will use the abilities, and I have to make sure, because the abilities have changed around their order, but if I use the abilities at the right time, I should be able to make sure, even just using this strong, there we go. No, stop going for the first one. Actually, that's what the ability does. But look at this, it should be all alright. Everybody got cleaned up. It's just the massive groups of mobs, like we saw before, is what I'm truly worried about. And look, once again, I had so many different thoughts about, do I go for a Spike Factory? Do I go for a Boomerang Monkey Glaive Lord? Do I go for a Spectre? And I tried to get a Spectre, but then I bought the sub, and if I didn't get the Sniper Monkey, then I could have got a Spectre. There were so many different variations, and I all just missed out. And this is basically what it came down to. I could have got a Spectre, but I believe that the first strike capability, as well as the Pirate Lord, bang for buck, is very, very difficult to be beaten, if nothing else just for the abilities. And on this, they can see so much of the track, you know, like they can see basically 90% as is, and so to gain a little bit more from the Spectre and anything flying didn't make sense to me, as I couldn't justify the cost of having to not get something like Main Moab. This is round 97, about to be down nice and easy, and obviously this is on the round that killed us last time, and so I will be very interested to see. If I die again, it is what it is. But if I don't die again, I'm very happy at the same time, because I go, okay, well, obviously I made some better decisions. I will use the abilities nice and early, I guess, just to make sure that everyone's getting what they deserve and that they can recuperate their costs nice and early. Maybe I'll leave Sorter for a hot minute, only use it if someone's about to go through that. Ooh, okay, I used it because I was worried that it was going to go through. But once again, I will use you, and I can use Sorter's other abilities just to be sure that no one squeaks through. Come on, I'm all out of abilities, and so if people go through now, that is what it is I need. The Pirate Lord is on first, I hope. Yes, you are. Come on, everyone. Don't let me down, Sniper. I guess I can also keep you in my mind in case I need to be taking out any of these ceramics, but it's looking much, much better. Come on, there's a whole group of them. I will put you onto first just to be sure. Come on, take it out, take it out. It was right there. Come on. I didn't have any abilities back up either. That is so rude. The Sniper Monkey was, I would love to know how close. That is insane. I mean, I was doing much, much better. And I swear the bullet basically left the barrel, or he clicked the trigger, and the time between the trigger and the bullet leaving and hitting that balloon would have been the difference between that one pesky ceramic getting through. It's impossible. I don't get it. It's so frustrating because I have $92,101 sitting in the bank, but I don't, because I only have $70 in credit left, and it would be so easy. I could easily do around 100, but around 98, it should be around 198 at that rate. My goodness, this is a difficult challenge, but in so many different ways, and I would love to know if anyone just goes, please use this little tactic, and it makes all the difference. Please let me know.